On our wind shirt performance test video, we had a viewer post a question: what's the difference between a wind shirt and a rain jacket or a hard shell? He was wondering that because a hard shell or a rain jacket also provides wind resistance. And it's an excellent question, and another viewer posted a really good response. I thought I'd expand upon that by giving you a video that compares them. So I've selected two jackets here. Let's see, that'd be your left, I've got the Outdoor Research Helium 2, and on your right I've got the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer hooded jacket. And so let's go through them and kind of compare each of them. First of all, weight. A size large is 6.4 ounces or 180 grams. Size medium in the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer hooded jacket is 2.1 ounces or 53 grams. So substantially lighter over here than the lightest weight rain jacket. I'd call this a ultralight rain jacket. Price $150 versus $165, so pretty comparable there. Where we really start to notice a difference is when we start looking at packable size, and that's one of the important attributes, I think, when you are considering a wind shirt. It's just how small does it pack down to. You want to have this thing be as little of a burden on you to take with you as possible. So this is the Helium 2 packed into its own internal pocket. This is the Ghost Whisperer hooded jacket packed into its internal pocket. Quite a bit difference, and I'll do a cutaway with a close-up just so you can see how small this packs down to. This is something you could put in your pocket and you wouldn't notice it was there. This is still really, really small, but it's, I would say, at least twice the packable size as the wind shirt is. So let's look at fabric. That's another big difference. Here we've got the Ghost Whisperer fabric from Mountain Hardwear. It's a single layer fabric that is coated. This is a 2.5 layer Pertex Shield fabric. So I'll do a cutaway of this as well, but you can see that this is a membrane with a surface fabric and a laminated pattern. You can feel the membrane on the underside of this jacket. This is a much thicker and stiffer fabric. This fabric has a really nice hand and is much more comfortable to wear. So let's look at the zippers. They are both using a YKK number 3 coil zipper, but on the rain jacket, of course, they've reversed it. They've reversed this one as well, but this one has the polyurethane coating on it to make it more water resistant. Pockets. Wind shirt doesn't have any, although there are some wind shirts that have pockets. The Ghost Whisperer does not. This one has one chest pocket. Let's look at performance, air permeability. There is some air permeability on the Ghost Whisperer. There's zero breathability or air permeability on this rain jacket. Once again, it's a 2.5 layer Pertex Shield, and you'll see on the bubbler no air is moving through this at the pressures we're testing with. Wind resistance is fair on the Mountain Hardwear jacket. Excellent on the Outdoor Research Helium 2. This was allowing no air to get through the fabric, or no wind to get through the fabric. Once again, that's to be expected given how little air we were able to get to move through this thing in the breathability test. Water resistance, huge difference there. This started to leak at a 100 millimeter hydrostatic head in less than 2 minutes. I took this up to 1,100 millimeters and kept it there for 10 minutes with zero water leaking through, and read the specifications on Pertex Shield, and it supports a water column up to 20,000 millimeters. So when I get into testing the water resistance of various rain jackets, I'm going to have to get a much taller hydrostatic head to test with. So when would you use one versus the other? You know, if you're going on a multi-day backpacking trip, you're probably going to take both, or at least that's what some people do. You're going to use your wind shirt far more often than you're going to use your rain jacket unless you're in really wet and rainy conditions. These are just much more comfortable to wear and to keep wearing versus this you put on when it's really extreme conditions. We're talking a downpour, and then once it's done raining that hard, you're going to take this off. Most things that are done in a day, like mountain biking or trail running, A wind shirt is probably adequate protection from the elements, unless you know that the weather report calls for a pretty nasty rainstorm. Then you're going to want to take this. So most done in the day activities, trail running, a day hike, your peak bagging, your mountain biking, a wind shirt is what you're going to want to take. Just because it packs down so small, it's not a problem to take this with you. If you're going more than a couple hours away from the car and you're expecting some bad weather, this is what you're going to want to take. And if you're going on a multi-day trip, you might want to consider taking both. If you have any questions on a wind shirt versus a rain jacket, please give us a call. We'll try and answer any questions you have. You can reach us at 406-582-0508 or send us an email to info@prolightgear.com. Thanks for watching.